Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I hope that today, this morning, this evening, whenever you're watching this, finds you well. My name is Elizabeth, and I am here today to do another pick a card. As you can see, I'm going to do it a little differently this time. I have all of these piles set up, piles 1, 2, and 3. All of the cards underneath have already been shuffled. There are oracle cards, affirmation cards, all that kind of stuff. But I'm going to have you pick which deck you'd like me to pull your tarot from. Excuse me. I'm sorry. Now these are going to be pretty juicy stacks of cards going on, because this message is for the rest of 2020. Whatever the rest of 2020 has in store for you, or in store for us. I know it's been a doozy so far. As I am filming this, I just received news that Ruth Bader Ginsburg passed away. So I just wanted to take a moment to express how deeply, honestly, the United States at large, and you know, women and men all over the world who looked up to her are going to feel her loss. I know I had to take a moment earlier while I was doing this. I had to take a break because I got a little emotional, but just it's another thing that reminds you to focus on the time that you have and what you want to do with it that time. So for those of you who are new to pick a cards or new to my channel, I'm going to go through the whole rigmarole. For those of you who are familiar with it, if you scroll down, you'll find your timestamp in the link below. But for those of you who maybe are new to pick a cards, I would like you to, before you select your pile, take a couple of deep calming breaths, and in your head or out loud, whatever is in alignment with your particular practice, ask yourself, ask spirit, I suppose, spirit, the universe, the world, whatever you believe, what it is that you can expect in these last months of 2020. What should you be aware of? What themes will be in your life? What kinds of things are going to be at play? Whatever you feel called to ask, just close your eyes and focus on that for a moment before opening them again and focusing on these 3 piles. Select one of these piles intuitively, whether that is because you are instinctively drawn to the pattern of the back of a deck, if one of the timestamps has your special lucky number in it, whatever calls you to that particular pile, that pile is for you. If you're called to more than one pile, then you might have messages in both piles, but I do like to remind everyone that this is a general reading, so I'm going to be tuning into different energy, various different energies of different people, so just take what resonates with you and leave what doesn't. If you hear something that is just not sounding like it is in alignment with your particular beliefs or your particular path, it's probably for somebody else, so no worries, just discard that one. So for group 1, we do have the Golden Wheel Tarot here. Group number 2, this is the Ethereal Illusions Illuminated Tarot, and this is the Dreaming Way Tarot for group number 3. Now I'm going to give you guys a couple of moments to meditate on these piles. I'm going to give you at least 30 seconds with some meditative music to kind of focus in and pick which one is the best for you that you think. Okay? So for those of you who are, excuse me, for those of you who have decided, excellent, I will see you at your pile. For the rest, feel free to pause, and I will see you then. Bye. Hi, group 1, welcome to your reading. I apologize if you can hear the fan in the background. It is it's really, really warm in my room. It's the corner room that gets all the sun. You know, it has 2 sets of windows, and it gets pretty warm in here. So But you guys are the ones who chose the Golden Wheel Tarot deck. I think this might be my favorite tarot deck I have in my possession as far as art style goes. But let's go ahead and dive right into your questions, your tarot for the rest of 2020, because we have quite a few cards to go through. What can group one expect for the rest of 2020? What do we got going on? Group one, rest of 2020. So we have Knight of Swords. What do we have? Group one, rest of 2020, Knight of Wheels. Okay, a lot of action, a lot of quick forward movement. Four of Wands. I think the Four of Wands, that has been coming out for me so much lately. And honestly, that's great, because that's what we like to see. What are we seeing for the rest of 2020? Five of Cups. Oh, wait, no, we have an extra one. Judgment. I didn't realize that one had flipped. Oh, and you got two more. Okay. Bottom of the deck, we have our Ace of Wands. Okay, so I feel that you have a lot of urge inside you to create. You wanna make, you wanna do. You have some sort of project in mind, and maybe you are looking at the rest of 2020 as a time to get this done. I am seeing you do have two Knights here. This is like a lot of forward momentum, a lot of action. You have sort of two very different Knights here. You have your Crusade Knight, as I've mentioned. I think I've called it in every single one. My Knight of Wheels has been coming up a lot. You have, this is, practical energy. You're there for the long haul. You're there to get stuff done. You have determination and drive to see tasks through to the end, which is great, especially when we get wand energy, because sometimes that could be quick, short bursts that don't always resolve into something, or sometimes they, they take hold too strongly and they, burn everything down. And then we also have over here our Knight of Swords, which this is, I feel that you're sort of ushering in this change. This feels like some sort of lifestyle change. This feels like you're going from practical, grounded, obviously with the earth element, to something perhaps that's a little bit more up in your head, a little more intellectual, thought processy, definitely quick. You might also be a very eloquent person, a fast talking person. You kind of have gift of gab. You are, you know how to smooth talk. You know how to get what you want, and that's amazing. That's great. I am seeing, I do want to say, we do have the Five of Cups here, and it is the only real downer in what would be an incredibly positive spread, or pseudo spread. I don't really use a spread. I just sort of read cards intuitively, but so I do want to urge you, because in this Five of Cups, it's a little bit depicted a little bit differently than what we're used to seeing. In this one, 4 of the cups are overturned and he's only got 1, opposed to how it usually is. But it feels that he is incredibly aware of that one last remaining cup in front of him. The loss of these cups is felt all the more strongly because of the fact that there's only a single chalice left in front of him. So I don't know if perhaps, knock on wood, hopefully there may have been some sort of loss that you experienced, whether that is, the passing of a loved one, the loss of a job, the loss of an opportunity, a friend moving away. There is definitely some sort of loss in your life, and you are feeling it. You're feeling it. You are feeling it immensely. And the fact that you only have, we'll say this one cup in front of you is just emphasizing the loss of the others. So I feel that perhaps this, this Knight energy is this is where the lifestyle change is coming from. I did hear just now that perhaps this lifestyle change, is coming off of the tail end of actions that you regret. Not necessarily like, your fault or you're at fault or anything like that, but actions or events unfolded in a way that you regret, and that you are upset about. You feel a sense of grief about them, and that's ushering in this sense of urgency to change, for change. You are desperately looking to turn things around, because you went from what I'm seeing as pretty stable, grounded energy to sort of loss and action. So this definitely feels driven by whatever loss inspired these feelings of grief or negativity or loss. Ma'am, do not jump up here. I'm also seeing with this Judgment card, I always like to look at this more as an awakening or illumination or terminology like that, other than judgment, because judgment just feels very judgy, I feel that as you go through this lifestyle change, or perhaps right before, and this is sort of what helps, you're going to sort of have an awakening. You're going to have some sort of clarity. You're going to make that final decision. You're going to have a wake-up call. That's what I want to call it. You're going to have a wake-up call. So this is your wake-up call. Whatever happened to move you out of this incredibly grounded energy, you are having a wake-up call about it. You're having that moment where you realize that perhaps, not all, but perhaps the source of your problem could have been partially your doing, or at least you could have exacerbated the negative effects by being too in your emotions, instead of in this practical earthy, grounded sense. Maybe you got a little hot-headed, or maybe some words were said that were later regretted. But you, because of this loss, have this moment of clarity in the future that is going to usher in an amazing time of forward momentum and change in your life. However, despite this little mix-up right here, I do see you have the Four of Swords, the Four of Wands, and the Three of Cups. So I'm seeing that Spirit is urging you, while you have this amazing, forward momentum to change your life, to change your lifestyle, to turn things around. It is also urging you to be deliberately still. It is telling you to rest, to renew yourself, to kind of recover. Use this as a type of recovery, and don't feel this burning need to pursue this change at all costs. Remember that healing from grief, from hurt, from loss, from having mental clarity over a situation that perhaps, we exacerbated, it does require rest and contemplation and, deliberate stillness, being able to sit in solitude with yourself after these things. But after that, you're going to have a lot of cause for celebration. Like the Three of Cups and the Four of Wands, I'm sensing social engagements. This is like, to me, this is like big party energy, celebration energy. This also, I'm not 100% certain what this is, but there are white doves in the background, and this looks like maybe an olive branch. So I feel that whatever change you're going to go through with the rest of 2020, it's going to be incredibly transformative and positive, and the olive branch is going to either be extended to you, or you are going to extend it and heal maybe this upset that happened between your group, your loved ones, your family, your friends, whatever it is. You're going to be able to heal this hurt that happened in the rest of the year, and you're going to have cause for celebration. There's going to be, also, if we just think about the time of year that is coming up, there are a lot of festivities coming up. A lot of times, holidays, blah, 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 that talk about being thankful, depending on what holidays you follow, whether that's, Mabon, Thanksgiving, Yule, Christmas, Hanukkah, whatever is your practice. There are a lot of set celebratory dates in the future, but I'm sensing that you're going to have more to celebrate. You're going to have more to celebrate in that things are going to become whole between you and the one or ones that there was this sense of loss and grief with. And then you guys are going to be, you folks, I don't like saying you guys, sorry. You folks are going to be even more close than you were before. This is, I feel big party energy, big celebration energy. And that's amazing. As far as the Ace of Wands goes, this also to me, the urge to, like I said, you want to create, could be you want to create a change. You have a burning, fiery passion to get that change going. You maybe have an idea on how, the first step to take, that clarity moment. Maybe that's, you have an idea of the first way you can begin to make amends, if you will. But let's move on, because we do have quite a thick pile here. So we have flow. Okay, flow. Go with the flow. Remember to sit and allow the water to flow over you. This card always makes me think of like a lazy river, even though this looks a little more active than that. We'll put that here with the Four of Swords. Remember to go with the flow. Don't go against it so much with your wonderful motivational night energy that the water sort of erodes you down and wears you down. You don't want to get carried away. You want to allow spirit, the universe, whatever, allow it to help usher you on your new life change as gently as it can be, because life changes are, of course, a change in your life. There's sort of going to be something that is filled with upheaval and strong emotions, lots of energy, lots of tiredness. So this is telling you, go with the flow. Rest in the times that you have to rest, because you have a lot coming for you, towards you in the rest of 2020. Let's get our archetype cards. Here we go. So we have child, magical child. Sorry, I just hit the mic. Seeing the potential for sacred beauty in all things. The belief that everything is possible. I love that. I feel that this is very much, with your judgment awakening moment, you realize that all is possible, change is possible, reconciliation is possible. Perhaps because it says child, maybe this is with a family member, a parent, a guardian, something like that. You realize that you want to fix things with them, perhaps. We also have storyteller, ability to experience and express life through stories and symbols. Okay, I'm definitely getting that also with the Knight of Swords energy. The Knight of Swords can often represent a person who's kind of a smooth talker, but this is telling me that you're not like a smooth talker in the sense of, you use your words not just to get what you want, but also to get your point across. When you talk, people want to listen. And perhaps that's why this was so upsetting to you, this Five of Cups situation, because maybe you didn't use your words in a way that you were proud of, or maybe you didn't use your natural storytelling ability, and it sort of backfired. And then we also have martyr in reverse. So we have addiction to self-pity. Don't get stuck here. Group one, do not get stuck in this Five of Cups. There's absolutely a look of self-pity on this person's face. But I think this is just a reminder to not get stuck here and focus on the things to come. Focus on the change that is yet to come, and not the change that has happened that was negative. Okay? Okay. Let's look at, we have never-ending story, wisdom of oracle, community. That's wonderful with our Three of Cups. We'll put that over here. And then we also have between worlds. Okay, love it. So don't get caught up in what didn't happen. What did happen. Don't get caught up in the what ifs, the should haves, the all of the things, the hypotheticals that maybe did or did not happen because of whatever happened in this sort of friendship, relationship rending moment. Don't get caught up on maybe things that, like an event that didn't happen just due to the timing of a falling out or something like that. Don't focus on that story that didn't end, because then you're going to forget to compose the rest of your story, and it looks like it's coming at you, and it's going to be pretty wonderful. You also have community here. So this is community plus the 3 of cups, blah, blah, plus the 4 of wands. This to me, once again, just says big celebration, big reconciliation, a lot of social engagements, for whatever that means, in a safe, healthy way for you during this time. This just says that whatever you are going to, you're going to get back into your groove with your community. You are going to feel once again part of a whole. You're going to stop mourning being either that odd man out, or the fact that you possibly drove someone away or allowed someone to drive you away, but you're going to feel that sense of warm community again. And then we also have between worlds. So it looks like while you were going through your lifestyle change, don't forget to enjoy the place between. Don't forget to enjoy the ride. I feel like everyone gets so focused on getting to the next thing, completing this cycle, getting to the good part, that we miss the fact that there are lots of good parts in between. There's lots of good between worlds things. There's not, like, if you look at this card, it's pretty much, black and white, and then color. This in actuality, this line here is not so well defined. There's going to be a lot of bleed over. So don't forget to keep your eye open for when those little tiny bits of changes start to come into your life, the between parts, before you are fully in your next stage. Remember to appreciate that between time as you get there. Okay, so our goddess energy that is helping us through the rest of 2020 is Pele, determination. Absolutely. With all the knights in this spread, 2 knights, and then even though this is the 4 of swords, this certainly looks like a knightly gentleman. You have the determination. You have the drive. You can make whatever changes you want to make. You can accomplish what you want to accomplish. Use your strengths that you do have, that perhaps you allowed ego to get in the way. Use those to help fuel your determination to get to your next wonderful stage. Okay, so we also have expect powerful change. Abso-freaking-lutely, love that. Powerful change is coming. You are making this powerful change come. You are making this wonderful lifestyle switch, this, personality rerouting, whatever you want to call it, whatever flip you're doing, whatever, leaf you're turning over in a new book, whatever, it is going to be powerful for you. And then we also have nothing will come of this situation. Nothing's going to come of this 5 of Cups. This is the one card here that I feel that could have the potential to hold you back for the rest of 2020. And Spirit wants you to know nothing is going to come of you staying here. Nothing is going to come of mourning what did or didn't happen. Nothing is going to come of, focusing on loss or lack. This is void of course. This is a dead end. This is a no-no, dead end zone. So don't focus here. Don't linger here. Oof. A lot of messages coming through. I need a sip of water. Okay. So messages from our mermaids. We have awareness. Again, with this judgment card, you are, I feel like, going to have that moment of awareness. You're going to have that aha. You're going to have the clarity. You are going to see things as they could have been, as they should have been, as you wanted them to be, and see how it could still be. So amazing, awesome. And we also have communication and community. Okay, communication, community, 3 of Cups, 4 of Wands, absolutely. Whether you have to extend the olive branch or someone's going to extend it to you, definitely focus on your communication. Like with this, Knight of Swords, you are a wonderfully gifted speaker and storyteller. So you have a big gift when it comes to your speech. When you speak, people listen. So remember when you communicate that to make it count. Each word is going to count. Your words are gold. The words that you have are worth more than their weight in gold. There it is. I like that. Remember this when you go forward in all of your interactions, that communication is something that is very important to you specifically because of how highly people value your storytelling abilities. And you are not, you never beholden to, meeting someone else's standard, but do know when you interact with people, especially people you love, your community, your group of people, that people look up to you and your ability to communicate, your leadership potential, and what you say might have more weight than perhaps other people. You might be being held to a higher standard. And, I'm not here to say that's fair, that's great, that's whatever, but just know this. Just something to keep in mind. So I have magical gateway. It takes courage and trust to venture into the unknown, yet this is where the greatest rewards are. It's time to step boldly forward without looking back. Absolutely. Knight of Swords, determination. You're going through this gateway. You're having this amazing, wonderful change. This amazing, passionately driven change that you have that moment of clarity, and it just sort of kicks you to step out the door and begin on your journey. Wonderful. Now let's see what our animals have to say to us. So we have reclaim your power, Panther Spirit, and we also have Seahorse Spirit, watch and wait. Watch and wait. Oh my gosh. Blah, 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 blah. So I did notice right away that both of these are 8s. They are about, action, walking away from things that don't serve us, going towards things that you want. So this feels to me, that you are this night, this journey, this lifestyle change, this determination, it's going to help you reclaim your power. You're going to remember what an amazing storyteller, and I don't mean this in a negative aspect, like sometimes people hear storyteller and they think like liar, yarn spinner, that kind of thing. No, when you talk, people want to listen. When you tell a story, you have a way with words that other people just don't. And you are going to, in your moments, when you have your realization, when you have your judgment moment, clarity, you are going to sort of come into your power with that. You're going to realize that your words are your power. Your ability to speak is your power. And as far as this Seahorse Spirit, watch and wait goes, I'm feeling that perhaps maybe, especially with this olive branch, be cognizant of when the right time to make a move is, when the right time to reach out and start to communicate is. Perhaps they will initially extend the olive branch, or perhaps you need to watch and wait for the perfect time to do so. In your community, in your little communication. And you'll know because this was definitely people who were close to you, so you do know them. Okay. Well, let's look at these guys, these ones. We have be yourself, okay, Daisy, and fortitude. Well, that fortitude, determination, I mean, those are night words. Those are just big night descriptors. So this is just honestly driving home that you are a force to be reckoned with. And perhaps that's why this sort of little grief started, is because you are a force to be reckoned with. So when things do go negatively, that force can also be used against us as well. We have to remember that, equal and opposite, blah, blah, blah. And then be yourself. You don't need to make a change because there was something deficient about you. You are always enough. You are a wonderful person. Everyone has their moments, their times. Everyone has flaws. Everyone has, things that they're not proud of, but this is ultimately saying that the way you're going to achieve these changes that you want is to be yourself, to be your true self. Maybe that you sort of have a little bit of a mask, a little bit of a shield. That is also something I associate with knights, protective armor around yourself. And this is maybe saying cast that off. You don't need to have that armor. Be yourself. We also have love fiercely, and I really feel that you do. Knights to me all have this like really passionate energy, and I feel like that bleeds over into all aspects of their life. Just remember to love you fiercely. Love yourself enough to do the things that need to be done, even when they are difficult. And then we have nurture connections. Okay, you have a lot about connections and community in your spread, like with all these wands and cups, and you have a lot about connections. So I really feel that this change that you're making in the rest of 2020 is something that is going to benefit you in your current and all future relationships. These connections that you have, you're just going to foster good change in them. Everyone is going to grow because of it. And it's going to be a great time. Like Gray Wolf, also wolves go in packs. And you've got, Three of Cups, community, Four of Wands. You and your pack, you guys are, you're going to make amazing strides together. I feel like you're going to grow, and possibly you're going to be the catalyst for the change. And that's amazing. So we have here, these are technically romance cards, but when I pulled these, I set the intention that they could be messages that were for platonic love, romantic love, familial love, just even self-love. So it's not necessarily always a romance message. So we do have unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. Okay, I feel like that could also be with not just not enough attraction or chemistry. It also could have been an overboiling of chemistry that happened. You guys could have had sort of a volatile reaction, if we're going to go with the chemistry metaphors. We also have keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. This can also just mean keep an open mind with whatever occurred in this situation that caused strife and grief in your life. Keep an open mind as to why it happened, why the schism sort of developed between you, and know that your expectations around certain situations could be incorrect, could be false. This isn't saying that, keep an open mind, they were right, you were wrong. Absolutely not. This is just saying, keep an open mind. Things may be different from your usual type and expectations. This could also be, for a soulmate connection. It could be someone that maybe you least expect in your little community. And then we also have, maybe for sure, calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. So you could very well be manifesting a romantic soulmate connection in your life. Perhaps they already are in your community, or they're going to be a new addition to your community. But it does look like you have the power to manifest things in your life, obviously. But when you do start to manifest these things, make sure you keep an open mind as to what they could be, because the universe might be sending you something that you might overlook. Okay, so these are possible recurring themes that will be happening in the rest of 2020. Rabbit, too much concern with sexual matters. Okay, maybe this was, if this was a relationship kind of souring or something like that, maybe there was a debate over, maybe not even sexual, but like romantic. Maybe there was a debate about people, who to date, how you date, what you do. But just keep that in mind as you work with as you get in touch with your community and your connections and your groups, your three of cups. That was supposed to be your friends that are your three of cups. Your three of cups. Just keep that. To me, this says like relationship energy. Don't let someone come between, your platonic soulmates. Don't let a romantic potential come between your platonic soulmates. We also have bridge, successfully overcoming a problem. That's amazing. That's beautiful for you. So this is something that you feel successfully going to overcome before the end of the year and have cause for celebration. So look forward to that. That's great. This is, and I feel because it's a night, it might come sooner rather than later. With this. Rooster, an arrogant, boastful person that you should not cross. Okay, I definitely feel that the falling out situation that occurred was possibly with a friend who, sometimes our personalities can clash occasionally, and I feel that maybe this falling out was with, a friend who is perhaps prideful, or a loved one that is prideful. We also have, lightning, control your anger or you will be sorry. So maybe again, this is sort of another call for you to watch your words, since they seem to be your power, your weapon. Maybe definitely watch your words, watch your anger, and how you handle trying of mending these bridges, reinforcing these connections. Just a little heads up. You also have a money path. A path with money is waiting for you to find it. I love that. Perhaps turning over a new leaf, you're going to find your pot of gold. That's excellent. We also have chair filled. Someone new is entering your life, so you very well might be calling in a new soulmate into your circle. Excellent. And then door, opportunities are waiting for you. I love it. So this Ace of Wands energy here, if that was the back of the deck, maybe that, this change is going to help usher in an amazing career opportunity, a promotion, but something that is definitely going to open the door for you and create more financial stability. Okay, these are just some positive affirmations and tips and messages. First, we have baby's breath. I love that. Everlasting success is assured if you remain honest and true. I mean, perfect. Love it. You are going to have no problem remaining honest and true. Again, your words are your power. And I feel that also it's sort of humbling that, humble baby's breath is what is success. So I also feel that perhaps keep humility in mind when we're going, like if apologies need to be made, kind of just suck it up, you know what I mean? In the most loving way possible. We also have recharge. Okay, there's nothing like a walk on the beach to soothe your soul. So Spirit is also definitely calling you to rest in the times that you can rest, because you have a lot of change coming your way, and your rest is going to be important to help foster that change. Okay, and we also have communicate. Again, things left unsaid will never reach the shore. So absolutely, extend the olive branch, wait for the olive branch to be extended. You are going to mend this bridge. You are going to fix this communication that got lost in translation or mixed up between you. Absolutely. It's going to happen. So we're going to finish it off with some charms. So this is going to make a noise. I apologize if you don't like it. Let me get some charms for you. What do we got? Quite a whole bunch. Okay, so we do have camouflage. So something is, this does go with, the keep an open mind, that perhaps something is more than it seems, less than it seems, but it is different. Keep an open mind when you start to look for things, because there might be aspects to situations that are unclear to you or uncertain to you. We also have, sorry, let me just kind of, so we do have the horse. Again, this is a speedy change. You've got a lot of horses. You have 2 knights and the horse in here for you. So I feel that this is definitely something that's going to happen quickly, start quickly. You might even already be starting, but it's coming. So, remember to recharge when we can. We also have the watch. This to me signals time, perhaps not a lot of time, or this to me seems like, the absence of time, like things are going to move quickly. We have the hummingbird, again, another very quick animal. So, it seems like speed is on your side. So perhaps bridges are going to be mended quite quickly. Maybe this isn't a hurt that you're going to let sit for a long time so that it can't fester and get infected, which is wonderful. We also have, this is gifts, possibly receiving. So this could be calling on you to be generous. These also can just be things that are symbolic to you, of course. But I feel like this is calling on you to be generous. Maybe add someone to the nice list, And then we also have, let me read this. We have mother and daughter forever. Perhaps, I don't know, maybe for some of you, this could be a fight between mother and daughter, daughter and mother. This could also be a message from a loved one passed on. Okay, and then we also have the forever ring, which to me also goes in with, calling in your soulmate. This next possible relationship that you do enter could potentially have the ability to be a long-term forever relationship, a soulmate relationship. Okay, that's beautiful and wonderful. Perhaps that's going to be sort of your reward, quote unquote, your just desserts for your change, you're extending the olive branch, you're mending fences and all that kind of stuff. Oh, I totally forgot your card. Connect with fire. This is our self-care. Connect with fire. So again, community gathered all around the fire. So not only bond with fire, but bond with the ones that you love. Fire can be, sort of a primal thing. This is what kind of kept us safe, illuminated the darkness, cooked our food, kept us warm. So kind of maybe go back to basics with the people that you love. With all of the celebrations that look like they're coming in your life, with this Four of Wands, this Three of Cups, maybe make a bonfire, for maybe New Year's Eve or something like that, in a safe way, please. We're having some issues. If you live in a place where you cannot have a fire, by all means, maybe do not do so. But there are other ways to connect with fire, YouTube and Netflix and stuff. We're very fortunate that now we can kind of pop that stuff on the TV and let the sounds and the sight relax us. So also connect with fire, maybe as part of your self-care. But I feel like the big takeaway is that you are making big changes in your life as a result of a situation that was unresolved or resolved itself in a poor way, and you are gonna make big changes in your life, not just to mend this, but for your greater good and enhance the good of your community, the good of your loved ones. Okay, so that's what the rest of your 2020 looks like. I hope this resonated with you, Group 1. Like the link down below if you'd like. Again, I will always link all this stuff down below, and I will also leave links to all the decks as well. Feel free to leave me a comment for other kind of readings that you'd like to see. I have a whole bunch of Halloween-y ones planned coming. But I hope that day, night, whatever it is, wherever you are when you watch this video, I hope you have a wonderful one, and that you stay safe, and that you finish out 2020 with a bang. Okay? Bye. Hi, Group 2. Welcome to your reading. You guys chose the Ethereal Visions Illuminated Tarot. Bleh, that always just tingles, gets me all tongue-tied. Oh my gosh, you can see. So I took a peek at the last reading before I started this one, and it clocked in at 45 minutes. So I'm going to try to not ramble maybe as much, I don't know, and not force you to sit through that much. So let's go ahead and get started with this tarot. Spirit, what does Group 2 need to know for the rest of 2021? We have the Well. That's one of the cards that is specific to this deck. Rest of 2021. Ooh. Okay, I like this so far. What do we have for the rest of 2021, Spirit? Okay. The rest. Okay. Okay. Okay, so we'll start with the back of the deck. Back of the deck is the Four of Wands. Second of time, we got the Four of Wands today. You are going to have cause for celebration towards the end of this year, or the rest of this year, I guess. It is the end of this year, but you are going to have cause for celebration. There's going to be maybe homecomings, a lot of family, a lot of friends, maybe some reunions, gatherings, a lot of causes for social happiness, whatever that looks like for you in this time. It kind of feels like is going to be the theme of the rest of your 2020. Now, I am seeing quite a few things here, actually. A lot of beginnings. You have a lot of pages. You have the Ace. You have the Fool. So I see you have a lot of new starts coming for you at the end of 2020. You have a lot of new starts coming for you. You have the Page of Wands in, in reverse. So I feel this is normally, when it's not reversed, the Page of Wands is usually a creative project or a creative message or something like that. But since it's reversed compared to this Page of Pentacles, I'm going to say that you are more in your practical sides of things and less in your fiery passion sides of things. Maybe Virgo, because we are in Virgo season right now. We just had the new Virgo new moon, so perhaps you're really focused, you buckled down during this past times, and you set your plans, you did your practicality. You are feeling very ready and set for the material things in your life. And maybe you've kind of pushed aside your passions a little bit right now to do with that, not necessarily to deal with it. It doesn't look like it's something that needs to be dealt with. However, I am seeing that the Spirit wants you to know maybe that's not the best thing for you to be doing, because you have not only the Well, you have the Fool. So we've got new beginnings, fun, exuberant starts, childlike joy, and we also have the Well, which is the source of creativity. So this is telling me to tell you that you need to, practicality is all well and good, but you've been maybe pushing aside this wonderful creative idea that you have for, things of a more practical matter. Maybe 2020, it's been rough for us all. Maybe it has been particularly rough for you. So you're really buckling down. You're really focusing. You've got you've got your budget. Blah. You have your 5-year plan has now been changed. You've got your whole new 5-year plan. You've got all of your everything. You've dotted your T's. No, you've crossed your T's and you've dotted your I's in response to the difficult year that we've all had. But perhaps you've done that at the expense of an amazing, wonderful thing that you were engaging with before. Maybe a creative project you had started before, or maybe hadn't got started. Maybe something you thought of while you were in this practical mode, but you pushed it aside in an effort to survive. Maybe even things have been very difficult for a lot of people, and things haven't just been, for a lot, it hasn't been like, oh, better tighten our belts, can't go out to Starbucks, can't do X, Y, or Z. For a lot of people it's been very rough, like choosing which utility bill to pay and things like that. So I'm feeling, in the interest of maybe making sure that you didn't have to make those difficult decisions, you've kind of pushed your creativity off to the side. But it is time to pick those back up. It's time to pick it back up. You have here the Hierophant. I never know how to say this. It always kind of gets me. But this, a lot of the time, I always think of this as like studying or learning, conventional education, traditional education. This can also be like expectations and conformity, sometimes religion, depending on what it is. But I'm seeing that whatever your creative thing that you've been putting off, I feel it has, maybe you've been putting it off because it's something that requires a lot of study, a lot of dedication and devotion to it. And you feel that you don't have time for that right now. But this is telling you, embrace that before the year is up. You do have time. You should make time. Even if you don't feel like you have time, you should make time for it. Whatever creative project, whatever wonderful, amazing thing that makes you feel good inside is, you need to embrace it. You need to start learning it. You need to, sit down, include this in part of your plan. You can have your creative venture be part of your practical plan. You can pencil in time for yourself. You know what I mean? And I feel that once you start this studying process, this learning process, I feel like you're really going to get invested in it. You're going to have a breakthrough, or you're gonna have a mental clarity towards this idea. Like suddenly you have this kind of creative thing bubbling in your head, but as soon as you start putting practical application to those wonderful fantasies and whims, you're going to have this burst out of the blue that is going to sort of light a fire under you. Get that wand energy back up, turn this page around, and maybe keep her upright too, but we can flip this one upright as well. And it's going to really light a fire under you in the best way, in the most amazing way. Perhaps you have been focusing so much on the practical, not just because things have been difficult, but because you're kind of maybe running away from your fears. Maybe this is something that you feel requires a lot of skill, maybe an art or something that feels difficult or complicated, and you are using the excuse of, well, I don't have time for that, I don't have money for that, I don't have whatever for that, to kind of not engage in it for fear of not doing well. Because I'm not getting, normally this can be, oftentimes when I see this card, it's usually like betrayal, conflict, distrust, lying, thievery, that kind of thing. But I'm getting here that you're tricking yourself. You know, you've got that little ego, that little voice, and that smug, smarmy person inside your head that's saying, like, you're not good enough for that. You can't do that. That's too hard for you. Don't even try, and you won't even have to be disappointed about it. But that's just not true. That is absolutely not true. You have, I feel here, like the Fool and the Well, the two of these cards, you have everything that you need to get started in this. Let's go ahead and clarify the Seven of Swords. I'm going to use my Spirit Animal deck. Okay, that was pretty quick. So we do have Pig. Oh, Nurturer of Fossils. So I want to say this is Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Yes? Queen of Pentacles. Yes, this is Queen of Pentacles. I definitely feel that you have been telling yourself that you can't engage in this right now because you don't have the resources to do it. That is and perhaps, you know, resources were very tight, but maybe this is something that we don't need resources to start. Maybe it's something that you need resources in to like really get into the nitty gritty and the more advanced stuff. But maybe to start, it doesn't require as much as you are making it out to be. I feel that with this Queen of Pentacles, sorry, because it says Nurturer of Fossils, this is definitely an excuse that you've been telling yourself. You're running away from this out of fear, okay? You don't need to be afraid. You have cause for celebration. You have all of the creativity for this wonderful, amazing journey, this learning that you're going to do, this wonderful new idea. You do. Okay. We also have Receive Healing. Receive Healing. I feel that the healing that needs to happen is around this can't do mentality. Maybe you are attempting to mentally protect yourself because of things that have happened in the past or things that haven't happened in the past. Things that haven't happened or that don't happen can be as hurtful or, you know, as impactful, that's the word I'm looking for, as things that have. I feel that the healing that you need to do is you need to embrace your creativity. You need to, maybe when you were younger, your family placed a lot of emphasis on education and thought and logic, practicality, and not necessarily on these passion projects. Maybe that's something that you need to receive healing on. Let's see. These are going to be the archetypes in your life for the future. So we have Student. What did I say? Humility and devotion to knowledge. Openness to lifelong learning. Okay, so you're definitely, you are absolutely, definitely going to, whatever you're doing definitely takes learning. It takes study. It takes time. Maybe you have a friend or someone that you know in your life that does this thing that you're going to work with. But study. You're going to study. I love it. Okay. So then we also have Mediator. I'm sorry, I hit the mic. Gifts for negotiating fairness and strategy in personal and professional life. Respect for both sides of the argument. Okay. I think you need to have respect for both sides of the argument within yourself, but that could go with your Ace of Swords. I feel like you need a clear head for that, and it does look like you really attempt to be in the practical, though you have lots of passions in you. But keep in mind that the rest of 2020 may call for you to kind of be the mediator, be the go-between in your personal or professional life. You might need to do this as you kind of embrace your new passions. Your family or your loved ones might be divided on whether or not, it's a smart time to do it or they're worthwhile or whatever. You might have to be the go-between for yourself. And that's okay. We also have King, enlightened, benevolent leadership, benefiting those in your charge. Whew. I don't know why that was so difficult for me to get out. So you do have this Queen of Pentacles here, and as well as this King. I feel like you do have a lot of leadership energy inside of you, but you're kind of stifling it I feel like you're pushing away a lot of different parts of your personality, and now is the time to embrace them. Now is the time to let them loose, let them free, receive healing from whatever is making you push these to the side, because it's clear that you have a lot of leadership in you. Queen, king, mediator. You have student, but you can be a student at any age or time. You know, you have a lot of leadership as well as a lot of beginnings, and that's, you know, that's a beautiful thing. It's an amazing dichotomy. We also have exchanging gifts. Okay, boils down to a 9. So that's like the fulfillment kind of number. You could be, this could be something that is like with the Hierophant, the student, you can be exchanging gifts with one another, exchanging talents. Talents are absolutely a gift. That could be something that you are exchanging with people. That's wonderful, definitely. And then we also have blessed. Yes, blessed. I feel like whatever it is that you're pushing away, whatever it is that you're not embracing, you were blessed with some sort of gift, some sort of talent that you've been pushing away, that you need to give, that you need to bless others with, you know? That's I mean, that feels pretty cut and dry to me. We also have, if you look here in this exchanging gifts card, I just noticed this. Oh my gosh, my cards just fell over and scared me. I'll pick those up in a second. But we have, if you notice, she's wearing a mask. I feel that the not necessarily all the time, but I just want to put it out there that I feel that you wear a mask for the people around you that want things of you. But you need to remember that this is your life and you deserve to live and do what you want to do. And you don't need to wear that mask in order to engage in those things that you love at all. You deserve to do them as you deserve to be proud of them because you're amazing and wonderful, and it's a blessing. Okay, so remember that. Let's see what goddess is. Goddess energy. Oh, we have 2 goddess cards for you. Ooh, we have individuality. Ooh, Luhan. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so bad at pronunciation. Individuality, again, with the creativity. I feel like you have amazing, wonderful, individualistic, creative energy, and you are stifling it. You're running away from it in the name of practicality. You also have focus. This is wonderful. I feel like now is the time to focus on you, to focus on this healing. Get this healing. This is also receive healing, card number 1. This is the beginning. This is the beginning of your healing journey. I feel like whatever creative project you have, your focus on this creative project is going to bring you so much healing. Oh, we also have letting go. Yes, let go of whatever is keeping you stuck in the 7 of Swords mindset. Whatever is forcing you to run away from your amazing potential. Whatever got you there, whatever happened in the past, whatever the hurtful things people said to you, let those go. Release them. Receive healing from them. Focus on the now. Focus on your amazing, wonderful blessings and gifts. Don't focus on the things that happened in the past. And then we also have be spontaneous, which to me also goes with the Fool. That's that leap. That's that, leap of faith, the sudden burst of amazing potential and creativity, joy. Just this. You don't have to. We don't have to plan everything. We don't have to see. She is examining this pentacle so intently, and while that is wonderful and is amazing to be responsible, spontaneity is just medicine for the soul to me. Okay. Let's see what we got. Let's see. What are we doing? This is our Moonology message. Nothing is yet set in stone. And I think that's important to remember for people who are incredibly practical. And that is me. I'm calling myself out as well. That nothing is set in stone. It doesn't matter how many plans you make. It doesn't matter how many graphs or charts or lists that you make. Nothing is set in stone, for good or for ill. And sometimes, being able to be spontaneous and being able to let go of plans is really going to help us in our wonderful, amazing new beginnings of 2021. Okay. We also have wait for winter. Okay, we're about to be there. During the colder months, the Fairy Queen of Winter will help you manifest your most heartfelt wishes as long as your intentions are for the highest good of all. I feel like this winter is going to be so good for you. You are going to have such an amazing space of creativity this winter. And it is going to be, like it says here, it is for the highest good of all. It is meant to be. It is in alignment with your greatest good. So embrace it. Don't keep running from it. We also have chameleon spirit. Act as if. Yes, act as if it's already certain. Act as if it is a done deal. Act as if you're already a master. You've already gotten the deal. You've landed the contract. You've gotten, the sponsorship, whatever it is. Act as if it is already yours, because it will be. And then we have fox spirit, think on your feet. So you have a lot of things telling you to kind of be spontaneous, be ready to make spontaneous decisions, think on your feet. I feel like maybe you are trying to stay in a very practical place, which is admirable and amazing. And you should, plans are never a bad thing, but there's a lot of stuff telling you here to be flexible, be spontaneous, be malleable, and be ready to go, be ready to change on a moment's notice. So just keep that in mind as we finish the rest of 2020. We have just be. Okay, yes, just be. A lot of things are telling you to focus on the present. Focus on the present. Just be. Stop planning for things in the future when nothing is certain. Plan to an extent, of course, but just remember to enjoy the now. And then we also have rewild. Okay. Ooh, I just bonked it again. I'm sorry. The plantain. Rewild. Let me go ahead and grab the book for this. Normally I read these intuitively, but I'm going to be honest, I don't really know a lot about plantains. I usually use my knowledge of, magical correspondence and herbalism and stuff like that to kind of interpret things by myself. But this rewild is kind of throwing me for a loop. Here we go. If you let her, Plantain will share stories of wagon trains and ocean crossings, and Alexander's shenanigans in Egypt. Given a chance, she'll make a traveler of you too, drawing you gently out of your comfort zone, moving you from safe to the edge of the wild, pushing the boundaries of civilized behavior, and laughing at your scruples. It will start with a small thing. Plantain might offer a leaf to ease a sting or the itch of poison ivy. Just chew it and spit it on the bite, she'll encourage. Great Aunt Hilda would have had a heart attack, you think, while your inner wild child smiles gleefully at this baby step away from civilized. So this is another thing telling you, be less into your plans, be less into the conformity, traditions, kind of embrace your inner child, embrace, the wilderness, embrace the wild in you. Don't be so rigid and structured. Okay. We also have free your inner fire. Okay. Yeah. You have some reversed wands going here, and this is telling you free your inner fire, turn those wands upside down, ignite them, just embrace that passion. And we also have remember forgetting. So you got human. I always forget that human is included in the illustrated bestiary. So you have remember forgetting. I'll read from that as well, also because Maya just does an amazing job with her descriptions. 159, please. Someday, when the animals gather to tell tales of being, they will say, remember when humans went through the great forgetting? They forgot they were one of us. They forgot we are brothers and sisters. They forgot they, too, are of the earth. The animals will shake their heads and ruffle their feathers, remembering the rift and near catastrophic destruction the humans caused in the throe of their forgetting. Even now, humans know there is something missing, something lost. We live our lives with a nagging nostalgia, a longing for something we can't quite name. I feel like you are in the throes of nostalgia. You are in the throes of a wanting. You have big, capital W wanting. And it did come with the rewild card. So maybe this is a call for you to kind of step outside. Maybe a lot of what you do is like internal businessy kind of thing. So this could be a call for you to kind of like remember your roots, go outside, take a walk barefoot in the grass, that kind of thing. But this is also, I feel, telling you to stop being so rigid. I'm just going to say it. Stop being so rigid. So here's our love messages. Now these can be, when I pulled these, I set the intention that it could be romantic, platonic, self. Like it doesn't have to just be a partner. It can be a lot of different things. So we have give your relationship a chance, work on your partnership, and past life relationship. You have known each other before. Excuse me. So give your relationship a chance. I feel perhaps you are having, some of you are going through relationship struggles. And if that's the case, so here you go. But for the most part, I feel that this is you telling you to give you a chance. Give it a chance. Give your relationship a chance. Give that creativity a chance. Give your relationship with your inner child another chance, okay? As far as past life relationship, this could go for an actual person, an actual romantic relationship. It could also be, in a past life, if this is something you ascribe to, perhaps this is a thing that you indulged in. This is a thing that you wanted to indulge in. This could be, some sort of amazing, wonderful release for you karmically. Now, okay, these next cards are kind of just be like possible recurring themes in your next the rest of 2020. we have another pig. I don't know if maybe pigs are significant to you, but we have beware of greed. I don't feel like this is you. I just feel that the beware of greed, this might have to do with your practicality and someone in your life urging you to be practical, like a boss or a supervisor or a coworker, and it's their greed. It's their desire to have other people do their work. So beware of greed. We have boat. Money or property through an inheritance, winning, or windfall. Okay, that's lovely. Star, guaranteed success. Here it is. What else do you need? Guaranteed success. Do it. Make it. Create it. No one else can make what you make. Do it. We also have owl. Good advice from a wise person. Possibly this Hierophant figure. We have November. Maybe something will happen in November that will help you kickstart all of this. So I'd be interested to see if that's the case. And we also have Vase, secret admirer. So you might actually have a little something on the side. If you're already in a relationship, this, is also something possibly to watch out for. You might have someone, secretly admiring you from afar, and you just have to hope that they have, your best interests at heart and they don't try to make things difficult for you. So here are some affirmations, positive sayings, things like that. So we have Magnolia. You will find what you need in the wisdom of your heritage. Okay. So maybe to help move past the Seven of Swords energy, you need to dig a little deeper into your heritage, into your family tree. Maybe there's inspiration for you within your family tree. Maybe someone in your family used to engage in this thing that you are kind of pushing yourself away from in the name of practicality. So that is, Spirit is telling you to kind of do a little digging. Determination. Don't be afraid of the rising tide. It will soon recede. Guaranteed success. Like this is, don't be afraid of adversity. Don't be afraid of people possibly, you having to mediate for yourself about your choices that you're making, because eventually the tide is going to recede and people will see your amazing gift. And we also have opportunity. You will prove yourself and discover if you brave the rough seas. What did I just say? You have an opportunity to prove yourself with this whole rising tide, to show people that in yourself, to show you, that's the most important person to show that this is meant for you. You were meant to do this. Finally, some self-care that we can maybe indulge in the rest of 2020. We have soak in a bath. This is a favorite of mine, even when I don't pull this card. When things get tough, when you finally engage, maybe after you have that confrontation, that mediation, whatever it is, when times get rough, especially because it's going to start getting chilly, have a soak in that warm tub and remember why you are doing what you're doing. Okay? So I'm going to pull a couple of charms before we finish, and so it might be a little loud. Okay. So we have believe in yourself, believe in the magic, you can do it. We also have 9 lives. You get as many starts as you want. You get as many full moments as you want, as you need, as you desire. Take it, embrace it, and know that even if you fall, even if you stumble, you get another one. You get another one. So that's for you. We also have, this kind of goes with the 7 of Swords. This little charm always makes me think of King Louis, I think is his name, in the Jungle Book, how he's kind of like a thief and a con artist. And so I would be watchful of maybe this greedy person, or you trying to like pull one over on yourself with your, avoidance. But for the most part, I feel like maybe watch the people around you who you work for, or who you perform tasks for. And then also you have hope, the ring of hope. There is hope. there's hope for you to find the balance between your desire for the practical and the passion that births inside of you. Okay? That like that zoomed out of me. Like I'm in a sweat right now. I hope that resonated, group 2. I hope that you get the courage. You will get the courage. You are going to get the courage. You're going to be spontaneous. You're going to think on your feet. You're going to start this amazing, wonderful journey with this Hierophant. You're going to, get that wisdom that you need to start this amazing, wonderful thing and bless people with your gifts. Okay, group 2. I'm so excited for you and I'm so happy for you. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, your night, whatever it is when you're watching this video, and that the rest of your 2020 is wonderful and safe and productive and eventful and inspiring and all of those wonderful things we talked about. Okay? Bye. Hi, group 3. You guys chose the Dreaming Way tarot deck here. So let's go ahead and without any further ado, I'm going to jump right in because it's been taking me a minute to get through these because I made them so thick. Okay, what do we have in store for the rest of 2020 for group 3? This one wants to come out. A lot of Pentacles energy, group 3, rest of 2020. Okay, let's see here. You have a lot of Pentacles going on. Okay, so bottom of the deck energy, we do have the 3 of Swords. 3 of Swords is the bottom of the deck energy. So I'm feeling that you might be coming off of the tail end of some heartbreak into this time. And that's maybe why you're so focused on the material. Yeah, you have King of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, 2 of Pentacles, 7 of Pentacles. You have a lot, excuse me, children. My kids are fighting. Sorry. You have a lot of Pentacles energy. So I feel that this heartbreak that happened, I am getting relationship. For a lot of you, I'm getting relationship, romantic relationship. For some of you, it could be a family thing, it could be a friend thing, but for a lot of you, I'm hearing romantic relationship. And that's why you're in this 2 of Pentacles for the rest of 2020. You're kind of, I feel like you're balancing, you're juggling, but you're not juggling evenly. We'll say, juggling well. You're focusing a lot on the material as you juggle. I feel like you're juggling maybe 2 jobs, or maybe a full-time job and then a kind of a side hustle, if you will. But I feel that because of this 3 of Swords situation that you're going through, this sting, this heartache, this depression, maybe possibly depression and anxiety, especially because it is, depending on where you live, seasonal affective disorder, baby. But I feel like because of this hurt that you're feeling, you're really throwing yourself into your work very, very hard. You have the King and the Queen of Pentacles. So I'm feeling that you are a person that's kind of really in their prime as far as material things go. And I don't necessarily mean like maybe you're the CEO or the supervisor or the boss or whatever, but you are very confident in what you do. You feel very comfortable maybe leading in a group setting. And I feel that you're also very comfortable, excuse me, working, because I see here, with the kid, perhaps you work with children, perhaps something that you do is maybe like daycare, preschool, library, regular school, stay-at-home mom, stay-at-home parent. I feeling, you are comfortable both being the delegator and the nurturer. You are very comfortable and confident in your role in the material world. But I kind of feel that with this 7 of Pentacles, I don't necessarily think that this is you are being overwhelmed by choices. I feel that you are escaping. This is an escape into the material world. This can also mean like commitment issues. This can also mean, excuse me, struggling, not struggling financially. That's more of a 5. That's obviously a 5 of Pentacles thing. But I just mean, struggling to maintain order. That's what I'm looking for. Struggling to maintain order, especially with this Two of Pentacles. I'm feeling you could be struggling to stay afloat, to stay focused on this material world, this material thing. I feel like you're really putting your all into it, but it keeps coming back. I see this Queen of Wands. I keep seeing this Queen of Wands, and she looks very contemplative. Normally the Queen of Wands, like, I feel like the Queen of Wands, when you normally see her, do not jump up here. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No. I'm sorry if you hear her growling or whatever. Normally the Queen of Wands, you know, she is a very feisty person, a fiery person, very possibly, you know, sensual and passionate. But this Queen of Wands looks very contemplative. She looks very thoughtful. And I feel like this is you. You try as you might to focus yourself on the material world. Your thought keeps, you just keep coming back to your passions. Your mind just keeps drifting back to those passions that you can't escape, whether that is a romantic relationship, or whatever relationship, a relationship that is causing you hurt, or if that is you attempting to find something else to distract yourself with when the material things aren't enough, which could very well be the case, especially because we do have the Ace of Wands here, which is, you know, you have an urge to create. You have an urge to create something. You have inspiration. There's maybe a new project on the horizon that could come from your material realm, that is going to sort of ignite something in you. But as of now, I'm really not seeing a lot of resolution. I am seeing a lot of, I'm seeing a lot of financial security and material security and potential amazing new creative ideas. But I'm not seeing a lot of healing. Let's see what we got going on. Listen to your body. Okay, if you're going to be doing all of this material world stuff, possibly beginning a new project, you need to be listening to your body. I'm not going to tell you what to do as far as, oh, you shouldn't be doing this, you should focus on your what. I'm not going to get into that. I've been here. This is maybe not necessarily a great thing, but I've been in this place, and sometimes the best way to help our mind is to take, to be busy, to make it so that we don't have the energy to focus on this. But while you do that, remember to listen to your body. You don't want to wear yourself out to the point that you can't continue this. We don't want to do something that isn't sustainable, because that doesn't help us long run, short run, any run. No, that doesn't help us at all. Okay, so let's get into some of the archetypes you might be dealing with or embodying. So we have the shadow attribute of angel, acting innocent or angelic to mislead others, falsely claiming to be in touch with angelic guidance. I feel like whatever this Three of Swords was, they are going to be trying to make themselves out to be the good party, the winning party, whatever you want to, I don't, it's not how I want to say it. They're trying to make themselves out to be the innocent one. The one who's not the victim, but they're not to blame. I do feel that is at work here for sure. We also have shapeshifter, skill at navigating through different levels of consciousness. Ability to see the potential in everything. So that's great. That's wonderful. I feel like that goes with the Queen of Wands, to being able to see the possible potential, because to me, potential is energy, and wands are a very energetic suit. So to me, it would make a lot of sense that you can see the potential, especially with how contemplative she looks. You can see the potential in everything. You can see all of the different potentials and stories and events unfurling before you. And maybe that's why you're going to settle on this Ace of Wands, because You can see it happening. Advocate, like you inspires you to put compassion into action. Okay, yes, I feel that. You are going to put your passion into action, compassion into action. That could be what it is. Maybe this is not just a passion project. It is a compassion project. Maybe this is something that involves charity or generosity or, advocacy, obviously, something like that. That is you are putting into action, that you were going to start putting into action. That's amazing. That's wonderful. That's, especially nowadays, we really need that. Given the current climate of things, we need all the advocacy we can get. We have unfinished symphony, not for you, and milk and honey. Okay. So I'm feeling with this unfinished symphony and this not for you, for those of you who this is a romantic relationship, don't get stuck on what could have been. Don't get stuck on this is the song that never finished. Don't get stuck on, even if it wasn't a romantic relationship, just don't get stuck on the unfinished part. Focus on finishing your symphony, finish your story, finish your song, and just know that whatever that thing that was that didn't work out, that is hurting you, it wasn't for you. And that doesn't mean that you weren't deserving of it. It just means that that wasn't for you. There's something better lined up for you. And you just have to trust in that. But understand and believe that whatever is not for you, it's because your milk and honey, your wonderful, amazing, pleasurable, divinely appointed path is still in front of you. And it looks like you're going to begin it shortly. Okay, so don't feel that you didn't get what you wanted because you didn't deserve it. It's because there was something better for you. Okay? So as far as goddesses helping us, we have Kuan Yin, compassion. That's the second time compassion has been mentioned. Advocate. I feel that you have a lot of compassion inside of you, which is also possibly why you're having such a hard time with this Three of Swords, because you feel so intensely. And it's really hard, which is why you're distracting yourself with the material things, with our pentacle energy. You are very compassionate, and I feel that you are about to, or if you haven't already, start putting that into action, putting compassion into action and creating something from it, which is beautiful. Okay, let's see. What else do we have here? Let's do our mermaid messages. We have solitude, ask for help, and support. Okay, so I am seeing that you might be, especially with this, all these pentacles, and you're diving into your material world, you might kind of be isolating yourself. Or you might feel that you need to be alone to help deal with this, but Spirit says no, ask for help, get your support team. It is okay to need help, to want help, to call out for help. As much as you help people with your compassion, Kuan Yin, advocate, as much as you help people, you deserve help too. Okay? You don't have to sit in solitude and deal with this by yourself. It is good to be alone, and it's good to be able to sit with yourself and accept your choices and your path and all the things like that. However, there's no shame in asking for help. Asking for help doesn't make you a lesser person. Sharing your burdens with the people who love you and you trust doesn't put the burden on them. So stop hiding alone while you deal with this hurt, and rely on your support team. Get your mermaid tribe, your pod, whatever you want to call it. We also have faith in your dreams. I'll put this down here with the compassion and stuff like that, because I do feel that this is a passion project. It's action, it's fiery, it's emotional, but it is something that you have, I don't want to say passion again, but whatever, you have passion for. You can turn this into something amazing, something dream-like, something wonderful for not just you and for other people. So have faith in your dreams, and have faith that the thing that wasn't for you, not for you, it's because it was helping your dreams be made a reality. What do the fairies have to tell us? Solitude again. Okay. Think of being alone as meaning you are all one and in total harmony with everything. Sorry, I flubbed that so bad. Think of being alone as meaning you are all one and in total harmony with everything. The greatest treasures are those that wait silently during your quiet times. So I'm also seeing this to mean as, in addition to asking for help and not moping, I don't want to say moping, but not, forcing your, suffering in silence, to also get to a place with your support team that being alone becomes restful, becomes peaceful, that it becomes something that you can take pleasure in and start to treasure, and not worry that when I'm alone, I'm going to start thinking about that thing that hurt me again. See, underneath that, you even have more pentacles. I'm going to say, because I lifted that up and I saw it, once you kind of resolve all this, you got some good stuff coming towards you with that Nine of Pentacles. But this is telling you to be able to find a way, I think, by asking for help and support that will eventually help you be able to be alone with yourself, and find good things in it. And also, this is also saying that you don't need to be in a relationship. You are complete in and of yourself. You are not half. You don't have to look for your other half. You are already whole. You are complete in and of yourself. We have freedom is yours. And take a leap of faith. With this, I'm putting it with the Queen of Wands, take a leap of faith. It's time for you to jump into that action, okay? It is time for you to start, to get in there. 3, this also boils down to a 3. That is like community, collaboration, teamwork, get your help, get your support team with your, you are the Queen of Wands, but get your ladies in waiting or your people in waiting to help you as you enact this compassion project. And freedom is yours. Other than, you no longer, if it's a relationship, you no longer being there, whatever was hurting you, it's not there anymore. Freedom is yours. You are now free to do as you choose, whatever that is. Use this solitude to embrace your power, to turn your freedom into your power. Okay. So let's see. I never remember which one's which. We have Beaver. Make, manifest. Make it happen. Make it happen. And renew your life. Yes, renew your life. I'm feeling renew your new life. Your post whatever hurt you life. Renew your faith in it. We also have start fresh. What did I just say? Your new life. You're starting fresh. You are starting fresh from this situation that hurt you. And it is going to be so rewarding and so amazing for you. We also have tough love. Maybe these friends, when you ask for your help and you ask for your support, they might give you a little tough love. So be prepared for that. This is lavender. So know that eventually this tough love is going to be relaxing and freeing. Okay, this is the tough love that you need to help you get to where you are. And also recognize that there is a difference between tough love and someone being a total freaking bitch. Okay, I just wanted to put that out there. I felt called to say it. But you need to make sure that you get what you deserve. Manifest the good things in your life that you deserve. Okay? Because you have a lot of compassion for others. So other people better, damn well better show compassion to you. We also have engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level commitment. I did forget to mention it. I mentioned it in all the other groups. Now this can be just, this doesn't have to be a romantic message. This can be a platonic, self-love, romantic love. This can be any kind of love. But your love is ascending to a higher level commitment, higher level of commitment. I feel like this is for you. You are committing to yourself in a way that you didn't allow yourself to before, and that with all of this new solitude and this new freedom and this new start, you're starting fresh, you are going to be able to commit to yourself and to commit to your passions and your compassions more than you ever have before. And we also have codependency. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. So perhaps that's what happened with this Three of Swords. It could have been a codependent relationship. It could have been perhaps someone with an addiction in that relationship kind of soured it. Whatever this hurt is, it had to do with codependency. Okay? Now we have our possible recurring themes for the rest of 2020. So we do have cracked cup, dissatisfaction with life. And I'm definitely getting that because of all of these pentacles, all this material distraction we have going on instead of our passions. So know that your dissatisfaction with life is temporary. Have faith that eventually this solitude that you have is going to become a wonderful, peaceful thing that is going to help drive your satisfaction. perched bird waiting for news, packages, or letters. Okay. We have faraway dog. A distant friend is thinking of you. So perhaps a distant friend, when you reach out for support, is going to send you a little care package, a little nice thing, a little letter, something like that. But know that you have people all around you and even distantly that love you. We also have desk. Pay attention to your work. You are paying attention to your work. I don't feel like this is a warning. I feel like this is or not a warning. I just feel like this is letting you know that you are paying attention to your work. You're spending a lot of time at this desk. You've been paying attention to your work. We have elephant. A long journey, either physical or mental, will leave you wiser at the end. Absolutely. Absolutely. I do feel that this healing journey, it is going to take a while, but healing usually does. We don't heal overnight. And it might be difficult, and it might bring up some past hurts. Elephants make me think of remembrance, because people always say, elephants never forget. And so it might dredge up past things that you don't want to talk about or think about, but at the end, it's going to leave you wiser and healthier and better off for it. And then kangaroo, unsettled times, need to plan ahead. This to me is just less of a warning about something specific in your life, although keep it in your back pocket, as more as it is we're living in some tumultuous times. So make sure you're not focusing so hard on doing tasks. I don't want to say work, tasks, that you forget to plan for the future because it's not what you thought it was going to be. Okay. So we'll have some little words of kindness here. Another lavender. Take time to cleanse and remove negativity. So because you got lavender twice, I don't know if that is something special to you, but I would suggest maybe incorporating lavender into some of your aromatherapy, maybe put it in a bath, burn some incense, but maybe look into some lavender. It seems like spirit is calling for you to involve that in your practice. We also have change. Know when to move to a new shell, especially if yours no longer fits. I feel like your shell doesn't fit anymore. Your shell didn't fit for a while, and that's why this stings, is because you tried to make it fit, and the person you were making it fit for, the situation you were making it fit for, kind of threw it in your face. And we also have patience. The tide will come and it's ready. It goes with the elephant. A long journey. It's going to take a while. You're going to need patience, but it's going to come, and it's going to be wonderful and healing for you. Oh, so our self-care is sex. Now, if you are not someone who is in a relationship or feels comfortable participating in casual intimacy, remember, sex doesn't always have to involve another person. This is just telling you, use your body in a passionate, pleasurable way for yourself instead of punishing yourself. Because that's beautiful and that's wonderful, and that's also a good stress relief, So I'm going to pull a couple of charms. So this is going to make a noise to finish out our reading. Ooh, I dropped one. What is this? What did I drop? Shell. Oh, we got you got a lot. You got a whole bunch. We have another elephant. I don't know if maybe elephants are significant to you, but this is also my wisdom, intuition charm. So listen to your wisdom, listen to your intuition as you go on this journey. We have drum. You walk to the beat of your own drum. I feel like that is you when you start your amazing, wonderful Ace of Wands idea as you embrace your Queen of Wands. So we also have another, this is my lookout, be on the lookout. Look for the future with a stretched long neck. I don't remember what this one is for, but I will show it to you in case it is relevant to you. I feel like this is the one that was supposed to be in the other bag, but that's okay. Be to your own drum. We also have family. This is my family heritage ring. So maybe reach out to your family. Maybe that's going to be your support system at this time. We also have an owl, so more wisdom. I feel like this is definitely, when you come out of this or this situation, it's definitely left you wiser. It has left you more in touch with your intuition, in touch with yourself. This also is telling me that you have the key to your solution. You have the key to your problem, rather. But you have the solution with these keys. And this is our little a little shell. It makes me think of, like, you know, when you hold it to your ear to hear the ocean whisper to you. This is also maybe like, you know, with the whole listening to the ocean thing, listen to your intuition, listen to spirit. I don't know if that is part of your practice. This can also be telling you, go to the beach. Go. That is a wonderful, amazing place to be, to help heal the soul. You know, salt air is good for the soul. But that is your reading. Big takeaway is this hurt is going to get better. But it's not going to get better by your distractions. It's going to get better by you focusing your passions. Okay? I know it hurts right now, and it hurts, like healing hurts, but you need to figure out a way to be comfortable with your solitude, big solitude. Comfortable being alone, seeing aloneness as something to be enjoyed and not something that you're being punished with. Oh boy. That was my cat ruining my entire life. But on that note, I wish you all the best in your wonderful healing journey. I hope you have a great evening, day, whatever it is that you're having when you're watching this video. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.